All right, so we're gonna do a bunch of memes. I get on my Facebook feed a lot of radical sort of messages, and so when I walk away from my Facebook feed and talk to one of these normal, average people, and I'm like, "Hey, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you hear about this? Did you hear about that?" They're like, "No, no, no, no." So yeah, I'm just gonna throw them all out there. So it's meme town, and here's the slideshow. Okay, so here we go. So, oh, sorry, but paying for war violates my spiritual beliefs. This goes to the Hobby Lobby case, right? So, the place, they don't want to give out contraceptions. They don't want to have a health care, to offer health care that allows for contraception because they don't give a shit if they have unwanted pregnancies. No contraception by Hobby Lobby. Therefore, they says it affect their personal beliefs. Well, my spiritual beliefs is that war and murder and genocide and killing Gaza, Palestinians in Gaza is wrong. That's my fucking spiritual beliefs. So it should be equal. And actually, this one has more of a justification. What, you just want to not wear a condom? Okay, if that's what you want to do, fine. That's what you want to do. What about killing fucking people? Can we all agree that murdering people is wrong? Have we got to that point yet, America? This January, 13 states raised their minimum wages so far this year. Those same 13 states added jobs faster than the 37 that didn't raise wages. So the 13 states who raised their minimum wage shows that they care about the people. They raised the standard level of living for everybody else. I know the macroeconomics says that's a bad idea, but there should be a human salary. There should be a bare sustenance. There should be a bare. I mean, if you can pay somebody, it should be criminal. If you make them work 40 hours a week and they can't pay their regular bills, it should be absolutely criminal. Those jobs should be wiped out. So these are the states that are showing that they actually care about people: Florida, Ohio, Washington, Oregon, Montana, all the rest, Arizona, Colorado, New York, um, Vermont or New Hampshire. I always get those confused. Massachusetts, New Jersey, Rhode Island, and I'm gonna go with New Hampshire. Okay, so those are the ones that rose the minimum wage, and we should raise the minimum wage. Of course, we should. We should have raised it here in Kentucky. We should have done it across the. People. We should have been paid $10, an hour in 2008. So it should be plenty, way more than that. So Curtis Morrison, he's a sort of an online personality in Louisville. He's the one that recorded Mitch McConnell saying that he's going to try to take out Ashley Judd because she's a psycho, crazy psycho, and he was giggly and happy about it. Right? He just couldn't contain himself. They had some dirt against Ashley Judd, but I don't. God, Ashley Judd would have kicked Mitch McConnell's ass. So, so Curtis Morrison, he says, just learned 194 countries have ratified the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. The holdouts, Somalia, South Sudan, and the United States. So the United Nations Convention is, sitting there talking the rights of the child. So Somalia, South Sudan, and the United States were all against the rights of the child. Why? I don't fucking know. But that's not a group you want to be with. Sudan, Somalia, America. 2,000 pigs die after falling into their own waste tank on a factory farm. So that's some fucked up shit, right? Yeah, we eat meat, but we don't have to treat the animals like shit. Well, they're on the planet, which we do. We just breed them, put them in cages, and just basically it's just like, we're acting like they're meat fucking producers. So that's what they're doing. They're just sitting there to eat, to get the meat so we can eat. 2,000 pigs die after falling into their own shit. So they fucking fall into the vat of shit, and then they all die. So you got this big old vat of shit, of pig shit, and then you got all these fucking 2,000 big ass fucking pigs inside the pig shit. I don't know if they do with that waste or where it goes, but that's I don't know if they just put it on the fucking fields, right, for fertilizer and shit. So America is a nation where we spend $40,000 a year to incarcerate each prison inmate and only $8,000 a year to educate each elementary school student. Same with America. Barberville, actually even the poor schools in eastern Kentucky or anywhere in Kentucky, but Barberville, I got this one article is talking about how they are, each child gets $8,000 to $9,000. Now compared to Anchorage, which is like a rich neighborhood in Louisville, they get about 18 to 19,000 per child that goes there. Regardless, that's still not $40,000. So as a nation, You know, for every dollar that we spend, we're actually saving $4 in jail costs, because if we can invest in our children and, you know, actually get them to where they're educated and doing good things and being productive for the community and making money and you know, just all around good person. If we can educate our children right, then we're actually going to prevent them from going into jail. We're saving money. We're doing better for mankind. It's just, you know, good all across the board. And we actually should get away from prison type culture, anyways. Do it like Norway, okay? Norway. I like the way Norway does their prisons. Whatever happens, wherever you go, whatever you do, remember this: no one can take the fire out of your soul, the stars from your eyes, the passion in your heart. Those are yours forever. From SL. Adam Kokesh is looking up to 15 years for making a YouTube video. Virginia court convicts gun rights activist Adam Kokesh. So gun rights activist Adam Kokesh is convicted of drug and so I think he's an activist, and then they wind up fucking catching him on some dumb shit, and then he's looking up 15 years for making a YouTube video is what they're saying. 15, I don't even know. Adam Kokesh, I've seen this guy around and I know it's some bullshit. It's kind of like the Kentucky Anonymous case. The Steubenville rapists, you know, they're not faced with the same amount of fucking jail time that the Kentucky Anonymous guy is faced with. So if you point out fucking criminals, but you use the fucking internet, you know, in a sort of compromised way in order to do that, you know, for the cops, it fucking ends justify the means. Kick down your door, fucking take this, do that, do anything, and then say, hey, well, you know, at the end, well, we got the bad guys off the street. Who gives a fuck? No, the fucking means are exactly what makes you the good or bad guys, right? And we're the Americans, so we don't go torturing people. We don't go around murdering and raping and killing people, even in war times, right? We have engagement, rules for engagement. So, names for the ancient historical Shawnee tribes. This kind of just shows you how many different Shawnee tribes there are. Once you get so many different tribes, they just lump them all together as Shawnee. But Algonquins, Indastes, Adena, Allegans, Ancient Ones, Anakutani, Adelans, Bear River Indians, Cahokia, one of the ancient Shawnee tribes of Shawnee culture, 300 AD to 1300 AD, centered near St. Louis, Missouri, and the mid-Mississippi Valley, extended for hundreds of miles, often giants. So Cahokia, that was Shawnee. So here's I'm gonna actually, this video is gonna be based, it's anti fucking Israel. Fuck Israel. Fuck AIPAC. Fuck Israel. They're fucking genociding the fuck the American government in the same breath, because it is because of Barack Obama's ability to tell the whole world to allow Israel to do their crimes is the reason why Gaza happens. So Gaza is happening because America allows it to happen. They don't give a shit. The American people don't pay attention. 9/11 happens because we keep killing innocent people. The Palestinian conflict was a huge fucking thorn for, you know, Bin Laden's fucking message. Bin Laden wouldn't be listened to if we didn't kill fucking innocent people. So, you know, you want to create terrorists? This is what you do. You create terrorists by killing innocent fucking people. All these people have mothers, brothers, sons, cousins, aunts, uncles, and then they also have the entire world. You're killing fucking babies. Look at yourself. You're killing fucking kids. You're killing fucking babies, and it's fucking bullshit. It's been going on for, what, a month? The fucking occupation, the fucking seizure. Well, they're trying to wipe them out. They've already cut off the electricity. Nobody can send any food into them. It's already concentration camp. They're fucking killing. They're machine gunning fish in a barrel. That's what they're doing. That's what Israel is doing to Palestine right now with America's permission. Come on, Americans. Don't you give a shit about anything else but your own goddamn self? Look at all these fucking kids. You can't say murder is wrong. You can't fucking say it, can you? Because it's Israel. Israel can kill anybody and everybody. Nah, this looks bad for Jewish people. This looks bad for Israel. This looks bad for America. This is bad. It looks bad because it is fucking bad. And why should... Actually, I'm glad that I'm making this video, because this is like Vietnam era. The people only want to get out of Vietnam when they saw the fucking images. But we haven't seen any of the war images. We haven't seen the shit that we've been doing. We're an empire. We cover that type of shit up. Let's keep the American people working. You don't want to panic out in the streets. So keep them going to their jobs, paying taxes, doing the same shit they've been doing the whole time. George W. Bush said, go to fucking Disney World. Fly to Disney World. That's how you're going to fight the war on terror. Let no one enter your inner kingdom unless they come with love. Jami. Here's Albert Einstein. You know, Pretty smart dude from what I hear. School failed me and I failed the school. Bored me. It bored me. The teachers behaved like Fed Weeble sergeants. I wanted to learn what I wanted to know, but they wanted me to learn for the exam. What I hated most was the competitive system there, and especially sports. Because of this, I wasn't worth anything, and several times they suggested I leave. This was a Catholic school in Munich. I felt that my thirst for knowledge was being strangled by my teacher. Grades were their only measurement. How can a teacher understand youth with such a system? From the age of 12, I began to suspect authority and distrust teachers. Albert fucking Einstein. Sit there. I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. Motherfuckers want to sit there and say, why? Because I'm not a BF Skinner behavioralist? Get the fuck out of here. Abraham Lincoln, we the people are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow the men who would pervert the Constitution. Meaning that we have a right to revolution. When the government doesn't do what the people want, we have a right. The right to revolution is inherent in the people. So that's been said by Thomas Jefferson, right? The natural manure is patriots and rebels or tyrants or something. Discovering the pursuit of knowledge advance our understanding of the world and ourselves. Still waters run deep underground reservoir, triple size of oceans found. Wow. So there's so much actually water that's underground reservoir, triple the sizes. So we already got a shit ton of oceans, right? But it's saying that it's now 3 times the size because there's lots of underground water. In an alternate universe, Indians brought Christianity to Europe, right? Just like the white people brought Christianity into the Americas. No, the Native Americans are going to go to Europe and bring Christianity to the good fucking Germans and English. Hey, the Indians are here. We fucking discovered Europe. And we're going to take some of y'all back and enslave the rest of y'all and steal your land. And here's some Christianity. Enjoy your Christianity. Also, you need to speak Algonquin. That's our language. I know you don't speak it, but, we're the colonizer. So speak our fucking language. And we'll be dicks about it later on, hundreds of years later on down the road. I'm the man of this house. So starting tomorrow, I want you to have a hot, delicious meal ready for me the second I walk through that door. Afterwards, while watching ESPN and relaxing in my chair, you'll bring me my slippers and then run my bath. And when I'm done with my bath, guess who's going to dress me and comb my hair? The funeral director. It's actually just funny. You're like, yeah, right. There's women that still do this today. So you want to talk about what is this woman? What was her crime again, America? What was her crime? What did she do to you all? What did she do to anybody? Why does she deserve to look like this? America, Israel, huh? American people, y'all paying attention? You watching this? You watching what's going on in the world? Are you too busy looking at the Israeli women asses? They're showing their fucking asses out there. Better support that. But that just goes to show you. Here's the pictures. Here's the images we get to see. The Palestinians don't even get a fucking chance to show any sort of seductive, sexy pictures because they're too busy getting fucking blown to bits and blown to pieces. They're being genocided. They're being fucking wiped out right in front of the entire world's eyes, and nobody's doing a thing about it. No one's saying a thing about it. The United Nations keeps trying. But America keeps stopping it. Why? Because Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Rand Paul, all these fucking radical libertarians and socialists, they don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. They're all fucking bought and paid for by Israel. All their fucking dicks are in the fucking pockets of big Israel. Big AIPAC. So, love. There is no love in the world. It's Angry Birds. And Angry Birds is not as fun in real life, okay? So, so here's a Palestinian thing. He's wearing a fucking Guy Fawkes mask, and then you see the dead fucking mask with the blood all over it, right? So they fucking killed this kid who's wearing a fucking Palestinian, a Guy Fawkes mask. The Palestinians fucking love America, and they see what we're doing over there, and they see that we're, it's fucking bullshit the occupation is. Guy Fawkes. He's occupied. He's fucking anonymous. Talking about being America. Palestinians love America. You cannot cut off that which does not exist. Anonymous. Who's anonymous? It's an idea. And the idea is that the truth and justice should fucking prevail overall. And if you're the fucking rich and you're the fucking powerful, you better fucking watch out because Anonymous has, a fucking sect of people that can do whatever it is that they do. Where do we get the idea that humans should drink cow's milk? Why is it so many people find it acceptable to drink cow's milk, but not cat's milk, or giraffe's milk, or dog's milk, or rat's milk, for that matter? If I asked you why don't you drink elephant's milk, you'd probably reply because elephant's milk is for baby elephants, and that's my point. So why are we allowing another species to nurse us? We're allowing cows to nurse the human species. Why are we doing this? We're being nursed by another animal. I mean, I guess you don't want to get milk from the women. I guess that's what it is. You got to get milk from somewhere, so get it from the cows. I guess you could get it from any of these other sources too. Giraffe, dog, rat, cat, elephant. Nobody in the world, nobody in history has ever gotten their freedom by appealing to the moral sense of the people who were oppressing them. Assata Shakur. And that's absolutely right. That's absolutely 100% true. That's at no time the oppressor, hey oppressor, can you not be your oppressor? No. Okay, well I guess I'm fucked. I tried that route. Right? No, he's got to be saying you will never be don't oppress me. You're not going to be an oppressor. Stop with the oppression. No, I'm not going to do it no more. I have dignity. I have a right to be here, and I don't want you to treat me like a bad person. Why would you treat me like a bad person? That's not fair. Whatever do to you. If you think homeless people enjoy sitting on the side of the road and degrading themselves for help or are somehow deserving of such a fate, you're probably a fucking asshole. So if you're a dick to the fucking homeless, fuck you. Capitalism doesn't fucking solve pollution. It doesn't solve homelessness. Look at this. Gaza. Good day, America. Check this out. You have a river of blood, right? Just like the bloody Tigris. 1 million dead in Iraq, right? Now you got ISIS about to take over the entire fucking thing. They took the banks. They took all the fucking American guns. ISIS is up and coming. Coming out of fucking nowhere. And it's actually could very well fucking threaten. I feel I was not afraid of fucking Iraq. But I'm afraid of fucking ISIS, like, as an American. And so yeah, this is what the fuck, America. You keep meddling in all these different spots. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Dead Palestinians, a river of blood. Oh, meanwhile this little Israeli kid is fucking having little boats. Oh, good job, fucking America. Good job, soldier. IDF. This woman has baby girl tattooed right on her. Right beneath her butt cheeks, right? Which seems like she did on purpose to draw attention to her ass, I'm guessing. I think she did that on purpose. Banksters robbing the people since the very beginning. I bought shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all day. Always be yourself unless you can be Batman. Then always be Batman. Here's a young hoop dream star, right? Doing the old pass underneath the legs. Beautiful shot too. Pretty like green trees and lone young man in the court all to himself. And we're all humans. We're all the same, right? What is that, like pale white, red, yellow, brown, black, brown? I don't know. So it's like the 6 different colors there is the point, right? There's a whole shade, there's a whole rainbow of colors. You're going to sit there and tell me that you can tell what kind of person these people are just by, the color. And how do you know, the color of their arms? And how do you know, like, which one of the ones on the 3, that guy's got red. I don't know. Can you trust the one with red? Can that brown skin? Well, do they get less or more trustworthy as you go from one side to the other? Get the fuck out of here, man. We're all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Consider the best president is Ronald Reagan. Just blew off the fucking charts. This poll came out, and it turns out the ones who love Reagan also thought Barack Obama was the worst president. So your Reagan lovers don't like fucking Obama. Big shocker there. But it's actually, this is a fascinating thing because what is there about 12, 16 or so presidents? So did the Americans actually looked at this and said who do they like and who they didn't like the best? So we could see a lot of fucking insignificant presidents when they got passed over, right? Truman, Eisenhower, Nixon, Johnson, Ford, Carter, George H.W. Bush, and George W. Bush. Like they got very little votes, whereas Ronald Reagan, he was the best. Bill Clinton, and it looks totally partisan too. So Bill Clinton, JFK, and Barack Obama. The Democrats were all divided between Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, and John Kennedy, whereas the Republicans were all on Ronald Reagan. And then it was all distributed evenly amongst all the rest of them. But that's crazy. What is fucking JFK like so fucking wonderful known for? I guess he pushed JFK's ideas or whatever. LBJ was able to get JFK's ideas because he was able to, put on such a good show. But he was only in there for 2 years. He was a fucking imperialist. He fucked up with the Bay of Pigs. I don't really know much anything that he had actually passed. He did side with Martin Luther King and got him out of prison while he was there. So, this is just a fun little poll here. Ronald Reagan, the greatest president ever, even though he gave Osama bin Laden his weapons. Oops. Messed up there a little bit, right? Not a good call. Osama bin Laden. I like big butts. I'm sorry. I do, but I also like big books. And I cannot lie, you other readers can't deny when a book walks in with a good plot base and a big spine in your face, you get sprung. Want to get out your notepads because you notice that book was dense. Deep in the book I'm reading, I'm hooked. And I can't stop speeding through, baby. I want to get that literature and Instagram that picture. My teachers try to train me, but that book you got makes me so brainy. Baby got books. Little girls cry. Big girls say fuck. And actually, I heard there's people who cuss are more honest and more trustworthy because they're saying exactly what they think. That's the way people talk. It's the way LBJ talks. It's the way people in power, positions of power and authority talk. Some of the fucking religious people, some of these fucking uppity fucking assholes, grammar Nazis, right? Oh, don't be cussing at me. Well, you talk to me like an asshole. Your entire demeanor is one big curse against me, okay? So how come your whole demeanor could be a curse against me? And I wasn't cursing at you. I'm cussing about the situation that I'm pissed off at. You can't understand the difference? I got fucked over by some dude down the fucking street. I'm not mad at you. I'm just talking to you about the fucking dude down the street that pissed me the fuck off. And I just want somebody to relate and you say, oh, that sucks. But you're all pissed off because I said the fucking dude down the street act like I did it to you. No, I'm not doing it to you. You can't handle that? You can't fucking handle that? Get the fuck out of here. Tom Waits, we're buried beneath the weight of information, which is being confused with knowledge. Quantity is being confused with abundance, and wealth with happiness. We're monkeys with money and guns. That's all we are. So, I mean, we're not really knowledge, not really abundance, not really happiness, So, Tom Waits, he's big in Japan. If I worried about other bitches and I'd be just like them, another worried bitch. I like these memes. Actually, it's coming from Rebel Circus. They got a lot of these sort of one-liner, feel-good statements, right? I'm not a fucking worried bitch, right? This is something I get down to. It looks like female empowerment, but kissing her middle finger. It's a good pose. Sarah Beeson is a friend from school. Mostly Facebook friend. I've never really talked to her one time. I've seen her one time. And I think she's in Texas right now. But this is a beautiful, gorgeous picture right here. So I appreciate beauty. And it's blue eyes. It's leopard skin with the fucking teeth. It's a good picture. Vicky Peace. Bolivia on Wednesday renounced the visa exemption agreement with Israel in protest over its offensive in Gaza, declared a terrorist state. So Bolivia, one more time, leading the fucking world, since they are liberated in order to do so, since it's a socialist country, elected socialist. They nationalized all the coals and everything, kicked Coke out, been threatened to kick America embassies out. Now, and they also got captured, they got kidnapped when he was flying the fucking plane, right? So basically he's a coup d'etat in the middle of the air. But Bolivia is now declaring Israel terrorist state, and they should, because Israel is a terrorist state, and they've been a terrorist nation for quite some fucking time. Terrorism by the State Department is attacking the civilian population in order for political purposes. So if you attack a civilian population for political purposes, you're a fucking terrorist. Well, Israel is bombing Gaza, and they're bombing they say they're aiming for Hamas, and they're saying Hamas is putting body shields up and all this other shit. You're killing fucking kids, you're killing old women and men, and you're killing lots of fucking people. That's a terrorist. You're killing fucking civilians for political ends. Okay? And so and what's the difference between fucking terrorism? I think you had Russell Brand made a good ass fucking point when he was sitting there talking about how terrorism, it's crazy. So when the big people, the ones with power, can use all the fucking weapons of the world and you do anything that they want to do, right? Because they're the ones with the power. But as soon as the weak throw a fucking rock, or as soon as they have a little rocket and they throw something back, all of a sudden, look at them, they're using violence. How dare them fucking. That's terrorism, right? That's terrorism when they throw a little ass thing, right? When a person, a suicide bomber, drops a bomb on himself, that's terrorism. But it's not terrorism when you bomb a whole fucking city with a plane or with tanks or a nuclear bomb. So it's kind of crazy though. It's almost as if you was like beating up some little kid and you were sitting there pounding them and kicking them. You had all these weapons, right? And eventually they turn out and they have a little paper clip and they try to poke you with a paper clip. And you're like, hold on, wait a second, that's terrorism. It's like, wait a second. You could do all that shit and that's not terrorism, but when they pull out a paper clip, all of a sudden that is terrorism. So buying Israeli produce helps to fund Israel's brutal war crimes against Palestinians. So boycott Kedim. So if you buy any Kedim, you should not be buying any fucking Kedim. Kedim Dead Sea products and sanction Benjamin Bibi Netanyahu taking money out of his pockets worse to him than taking his blood. So he doesn't give a shit. Dead Sea produce at the expense of dead children. So fuck Kedim. I don't know what Kedim is, but fuck Kedim. And then look, Netanyahu looking all pretty and shit. Oh, I'm Netanyahu. Netanyahu. Brazil. Here's I don't know. It was during the soccer championship. This woman posted this picture, and I was thinking, that is a cute picture. It's really it brings home the point that she's trying to make. I'm thinking, well, what's her purpose? She's says that she loves Brazil, and she wants other people to love Brazil. And when I watch this. When I'm looking at this picture, when I'm watching it, right? Because that's all I do is really just watch this picture. I am in favor of Brazil. I am very much a Brazil supporter. So I am with this woman here. So she is successful in getting me to like Brazil. So, Here is something that's in Brazil, right? You have the big Jesus statue that's staring over everybody. And then I think that's painted up in the Brazilian flag, so it looks all pretty. So yeah, Brazil is a big deal, right? Then the Germans fucking beat the Brazilians by like a Brazilian. There are 63,000 structurally deficient bridges in the United States. So, it's only 63,000. It's not like, okay, so America's infrastructure is pretty much shot. It's, bridges are going to be falling down left and right. We got bridges at Louisville, just two little small ones, and they're keep on messing with them, saying we're going to get new ones, but it's going to cost tolls, but they're spending billions and trillions of dollars, like Indiana, Kentucky, and America. So how they have trillions of dollars, but they're going to tax us and toll us now, right? We've been against tolls since William Justice Goebel. William Justice Goebel, actually, we need to go back to William Justice Goebel because everything that he was saying back in Kentucky in 1900 or the 1890s was 100%. He was dead on 100%. William Justice Goebel is a New Dealer. And we need to examine him because he was actually he was a badass fucking governor. The only governor in America that ever got assassinated. It's not, he was only governor for like 2 days or something. But loyal people go through the most bullshit while fakes get away with all kinds of bullshit. Real didn't recognize real till fake showed up. So this is kind of saying loyal people go through the bullshit because you're always going to be, so you're going to go through the bullshit. Fakes don't give a fuck. They're going to fuck with this person, fuck with that person. They don't care, right? So if you're loyal, just know that the struggle is probably going to hurt you a little bit more. But, I think overall you would want to be honest with yourself and everybody else instead of fake and two-faced. We will not accept a society in which the very rich get richer while almost everyone else becomes poorer. Senator Bernie Sanders. I do stand with you, Bernie Sanders. He's a badass motherfucker, pointing out income inequality, pointing out war crimes and fucking, the banks and all the things that, we need to be pointing out how we're a corporate state, how both the Democrats and the Republicans are to blame. But he was in favor of Israel's fucking wiping out of Palestine. So fuck everybody right now in government. I'm so pissed off about this gal. We did this shit in the very beginning in 2008 when Obama was first elected. This almost seems like it's some black thing, just an anti-black thing. Fucking Israel's so scared that we got a black president that they're going to come in, they're going to make Israel act properly to their fucking Palestinians. That's what the fuck it is. And so this is just a shot to our black president. The Israeli government is sitting there saying, oh, you got a black president? Ah, fuck you guys. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do. This is, and he even talked about that. Netanyahu, how he can control and manipulate America and Americans. Americans don't give a shit, but he's right. The Iraq War, we were over there to defend Israel. That's what the fuck we were there for. And now we're still, defending Israel's crimes. We're defending their fucking crimes. And that's such bullshit. Even if we was friends with Germany, or I don't know, Canada. Let's say we're fucking friends with Canada, which we are. And Canada just starts fucking killing, a whole bunch of people in Quebec. Are we just going to blindly fucking endorse Canada just because they've been our friends for a long ass time? Absolutely not. If Canada was killing innocent fucking people, we would speak out. But because it's in fucking Palestine, because Israel's doing it, we don't say shit about it. In fact, we've been talking about, the kidnapping of the fucking girls. We've been talking about Coney, Sudan a little bit, right? The Sudan civil war. So it's all over the place. We condemn it, Darfur, right? Darfur. When we see genocide, we condemn it very in harsh terms, which we should, because it's fucking bullshit. Nobody should be murdered, and genocide is mass murder, or it's murder on a massive scale against one particular type of people. And that type of genocide, we saw fucking Hitler, we saw fucking Stalin, we saw this type of shit. And we should stop it. We should, fucking protest it and speak up against anywhere that we see it. But our government is allowing Israel to fucking do their crimes. When you see Sarah Palin up there, well, you just love Israel. Israel's the goodest fucking goddamn country in the whole goddamn planet. Yuckity yucky. Get the fuck out of here, Sarah Palin. Stupid ass bitch. You're fucking up the entire, the fact that, I hate that type of shit. I hate that fucking type of shit. It's like the American culture, we have no debate. There's no fucking room for debate. She could be just a total shithead. And the idea is what? Israel cannot commit any crimes. Israel can do no wrong. So we just blindly back. That's exactly what the fuck we've been doing. They've been committing crimes for the last 50 fucking years. And the United Nations, America has a veto when it comes to the United Nations, and we've been vetoing them, allowing them to commit all the crimes that they want to commit. So, the Palestinian conflict is very much the American fucking conflict, and it's the same psyche, the same fucking mentality. Why did the Iroquois get wiped out? Why did the fucking Shawnee get wiped out? Why did all these people get wiped out? To make room for the fucking white people. That's what they're doing with Israel. And they just established Israel in 1948 with America's help, right? Right on top of Palestine. What's wrong with the two-state solution? Israel just can't live around others. And that should actually, that's a telling fucking sign right there. They're already an imperialist fucking occupying fucking nation. Straight from the word jump. Just like America is. We start out as a fucking imperializing, invading colony, and we still are one, right? We never fucking really rectified our situation with the natives. And we put them on reservations, but let's be America. Let's just all be one, right? This is a badass fucking tent. It's not even really a tent. I mean, if you got all this shit, this is a fucking house. This is a home. I mean, I guess people could just kind of reach into it, but shit, if you got a trailer, if you got some fucking cheap place, people just reach in your fucking house anyways. So this would be a badass, nice little fucking tent. You can put a whole big old bed. It's roomy, it's spacious. Not really camping much. It looks like it might take, an hour or so. You have to get all that furniture inside there. Full extract cannabis oil. I like these these tubes or whatever, but I hate they're all sticky and they get all over your teeth. What we need to do is get those little pill bottles and then just fill, once you put it in the tube, then fill the pill bottle up and then close the pill bottle up and then just swallow it instead of having people, put it on their finger, get all their teeth, and then it'd be sticky all over the place. Just swallow it, right? Just swallow it, just like any the pharmaceutical, drugs out there. So cannabis oil cures 8-month-old infant of cancer, dissolving large inoperable tumor in 8 months. Dissolving. So you want to sit there, everybody hated Ronnie Lee Smith. He knew the answer to the cure for cancer. He didn't cure it, right? He just came across it. And he told everybody about it. He wanted all the farmers to raise the cure for cancer all over fucking Kentucky. And he'll get it. That dream will fucking happen. And it came from his fucking idea. And if he hadn't actually done it, if we didn't actually get to see somebody try to do it, we wouldn't know what it looked like. And so he's shown us what it looked like. And, way 2010, 4 years ago. Ronnie Lee Smith, Gouth County, ran for sheriff of Gouth County as a libertarian. So cannabis oil cures 8-month infant of cancer. Do you have a loved one? You got a baby? Do they have cancer? Do you not want to be cured? Are you that big of a fucking prudish fucking dickhole Bible belt wearing fucking asshole that you just want these people just to die off of cancer just because you're stupid ass fucking backwards morals? It's not moral. It's actually immoral to let your fucking kid die. Just because you hate marijuana so much. I know my grandmother died of cancer. And it makes me think that if they had an option to allow her to have hemp oil to save her cancer or to let her die, and just so you could say that marijuana is bad, I think some people would rather fucking cover up the fact that they've been tricked and they think marijuana is a bad fucking thing. Here's a 9-year-old girl who used cannabis to cure her cancer. She shares a message to the world. So again, you have another case that of cancer being cured. Pediatric cannabis therapy is saving lives. Awareness around this topic is imperative. So brave Michaela. So we got the name Michaela. According to William Courtney, the Western medical mind's very hard, if not possible. So, you know, we're getting names. These are evidence. How many more fucking pieces of proof you need? Out of 178, these are the 3 countries that don't guarantee paid leave to new moms. Okay, so the entire fucking world has a program where if the, you know, a mother is pregnant, then she has paid leave. She's allowed to go home and, you know, take care of her kid. And at least, you know, not just 6 weeks, but for like 9 months to a year or so. Well, the countries that don't allow it, Papua New Guinea, Switzerland, United States. So out of 178, there's only 3 fucking countries. I thought there was going to be like horrendous countries. But that's weird. These 3 countries, are they trying to tell me that, you know, Sudan has some type of paid leave to new moms? Or are they trying to say the Ivory Coast or Liberia or, you know, some of these sort of more, I don't know, wilder and corrupt and violent places? So, okay. Yeah, we should be paying for new mothers. We should pay. Actually, we should give a brand new house. We should do like Gaddafi. When you would get married in Libya, you would get a house and you'd get $50,000 and a good luck from the fucking government. Good luck to you. Here's $50,000. Here's a new fucking house. What a great fucking thank you. Here in America, you get married. Yeah, go kiss my ass. Good luck to you, assholes. Next time I'm alone and a stranger starts talking to me, I'm going to look at them shocked and whisper, "You can see me?" So if I'm alone and a stranger just starts talking to me, I'm going to be like, "Oh my God, you can actually see me? I am actually sitting right here next to you." Celeron plant transcription. This guy plants all this fucking plates up in, let's see, the French, up and down the Mississippi River. And this is what the lead plates had said on them. It says, in the year of 1749, the reign of Louis XV, King of France, we, Celeron, commander of a detachment sent by Monsieur the Marquis de la Galissoniere, Governor General of New France, to reestablish tranquility in some Indian villages in these provinces, have buried this plate at the mouth of the river Chinodahikiltha on the 18th of August near the river Ohio, otherwise beautiful river, as a monument of the renewal of the possession we have taken of the said river Ohio, and of all those which empty into it, and of all the lands on both sides, as far as the sources of said rivers has enjoyed or ought to have enjoyed by the kings of France preceding, as have there maintained themselves by arms and by treaties, especially those of Ryswick, Autrich, and Aix-la-Chapelle. So it's very detailed, actually. I'm impressed by the detail of these lead plates. So they got lead plate, then they have, like, they formed words into them, and then they said all these specific things. The river Chinadacalatha or whatever. What river is that? You know, that's what they called it back then, and that's, look how precise all those words. Chinadahikiltha, right? And then Beautiful River. We also see that the Ohio River was called the Beautiful River. And we see, you know, this fucking governor of New France, the Monsieur, the Marquis de la Galissoniere. All these fucking extra words and shit. The Marquis. Oh, he is the Marquis. Yeah. So it's an artifact. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. So you can't make it to heaven unless your roots go down to hell. I don't know what it is. Good and evil, maybe, or balance, yin yang. Manila Rice shows the first revolution. Che, Castro, guy in a suit. They're going to lose this eventually, but this is a badass picture, especially if this is the day that the shit was happening. And Che looks like such a badass, man. He is such a fucking badass, dude. What the cancer industry does not want you to know about chemotherapy and radiation. Radiation-induced secondary cancers have exploded in the last 2 decades. due to radiation treatment. 90% of chemotherapies die 10 to 15 years after treatment. The cause is never attributed to the treatment, right? Ronnie Lee Smith probably died of the chemotherapy. More than 50% of all cancer patients suffer significant treatment-related toxicity. Chemotherapy does not eliminate breast, colon, or lung cancers, yet chemo drugs are still used on these cancers. Patients who undergo chemo are 14 times more likely to develop leukemia and 6 times more likely to develop cancers of the bones, joints, and soft tissues than those patients who do not undergo chemotherapy. Chemotherapy drugs directly damage DNA. Chemotherapy actually boosts cancer growth. 68% increase in chemo drugs since 2003 and 75% increase in cancer projected by 2030. What Israel propaganda wants you to believe, the victim is the one in the tank and the terrorist is this little kid throwing a rock. Look at this terrorist. He's throwing a rock. He's trying to defend himself. How dare him? Of course the tank is allowed to fucking drive through and point this big ass fucking gun in his face. But it's when he throws the rock, that's the crime. Right, America? Come on, America. Clearly this kid's wrong. Clearly this kid, and all his friends and all of his, brothers and sisters should be gunned down and killed in Gaza, on the Gaza Strip, with a fucking absolute bad, the shitty fucking massacre that's happening. Come on, Americans. We could do better than this. Can we? Can't we do better than this? Can't we start giving a fuck about other people? Don't you think the world will treat us better if we give a fuck? That's 9/11 happened because there's shit like this. We're only asking for 9/11 to continue to fucking happen. In fact, I'm kind of shocked that it hasn't happened because this is Palestine. This is the heart of the matter right here. You don't sit there and say e pluribus unum and the great fucking, melting pot and shit. We're not tolerant. We're not fucking nice to other people. We don't allow anybody else. We only say one kind of American can be here. And only what? White, male, fucking Christian, gun-toting, Bible lover, that's the type of American. No, this is going to be a country of many fucking ideas, many fucking things that are going on here. You want to try to define American? Well, you start out with the definition of America as being a rainbow, a multicultural society. When you start out that way, then you'll start to understand where this country is headed to. Iran to hang abused child bride. So the child bride is getting beat up every day, and then all of a sudden she kills him, and then they said that they're going to kill her. So they said there's no such thing as international law. Iran doesn't have to obey such laws. She shot her husband. The penalty there is death, just like many places. I'm not some pro-death penalty nut. I'm not saying that's great or anything. Just what would a petition do? Iran doesn't have to follow international laws, and they probably won't do much with the petition. So this asshole, Rick fucking Heretikos, he didn't want to fucking sign the petition. Instead of just saying, I don't want to sign the petition, or just, ignoring it, he went ahead and, put a lot of effort into why he's not going to fucking sign it. What an asshole. What a piece of shit. And no, maybe it does, maybe it won't. Who knows? It does do something. It shows some sort of popularity, and maybe it might help something. Who gives a fuck, dude? What an asshole. I hate, the person who is a bigger dick. The one who says, hey, I have a petition. Will you sign a petition for this cause? Or the one who goes, oh, how dare you talk to me? You are beneath me. I have white skin. I am so much better than everybody. I am Mr. White Man. The second one, that's the bigger fucking asshole. Sitting there fucking explaining why you go sign your petition. I don't want to know your politics. I want to know your beliefs. If you're not going to sign a petition, I probably think you're an asshole to begin with. So, because you don't sign petitions, and you're going to fucking try to, lecture me and educate me? Get the fuck out of my face. I know more than you anyways. Gun and flag, made in China. Yeehaw! That's fucking America right there, right? Gun and flag, made in China. There's all those little Chinese hands, right? And buy all the fucking products from all over the place. That's all America really is. Buying shit. Buying things. People buying things on shit they don't have. Money on things they don't need. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Saw actually a badass quote by Maya Angelou that she says that courage is the best of virtues because you're going to need courage for all the other virtues to matter. So courage is the best fucking virtue. And you know what? I think she's fucking right. Okay, I think love and freedom are very important fucking virtues, but courage, the courage to stand up for love, the courage to stand up for freedom, that's what's necessary for freedom and love to succeed, is to have courage backing it. So, it's kind of a 1, 2, 3 punch, but courage, man. Courage is a fucking fantastic virtue. It's also fear. People play to what they're scared of instead of what they want to play to and what they want to become. So instead of doing what they want to become, they go ahead and subservitize themselves. And And let's just keep on going. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. That's the mentality that people need to have. I am not what happened to me. So the fear of things happening to me shouldn't control me. My hopes and dreams should inspire me and should lead me, just like what I want to become is what inspires and leads me, instead of what other people want to happen to me. So I allow my dreams and my culture to dictate my actions and behavior in my life, and not allow society to corrupt me. I'm a Jean-Jacques Rousseauist. So classmates, this was a bunch of classmates that was published. I have no idea why I published. Why did I? I'm not sure why I copied this. So I'm not in control, but I am deeply loved by the one who is. I'm not a believer in God or religion. I fucking actually hate this shit. I think it's immoral, and I think to pass it along and teach other people, you're just passing on your insanity and your fucking illusions. And then you're practicing, or you're pretending that it's based upon morality. It's based upon that you're a good fucking person. No, it ain't based upon you're a good person. You just like brainwashing, controlling, manipulating motherfuckers. That's all you give a shit about. You're not in control. You're deeply in love by the one who is. Yeah, that sounds wonderful, but you're probably using that to subjugate other people, right? But I like the sentiments. You know, I like how they say if you give it to God, you give it to your imaginary friend up in the clouds, and then you don't have to worry about it no more. So God, I have all these struggles and all these problems. Just take all my struggles and problems and just allow me to wander around and not give a shit. And hopefully, all my struggles and problems will just take care of itself because I give them to you and I prayed, and they're in your hands now. Now I can just walk down the street and not prepare for the fucking future or do anything of the things that I should be doing. I already prayed to you, my shit's coming to me. Christianity, Nietzsche said Christianity would be the best fucking religion for his kingdom because those people would be the ones that you'd want to obedient the most, right? Because Christians believe if you're powerless, if you're weak, if you have no money, if you're poor, you're going to make it to heaven. So at least the right Christians, the Christians who actually, follow Christianity, those Christians who don't do any of that stuff, they're not even fucking Christians. They're fake fucking Christians. They just say they're Christians just to fucking say it. But really, they love money. They love power. They love, all the excesses of life that you're not supposed to love if you're a Christian. Probably sex and prostitution and, just name it, fucking robbing, stealing, murdering. They probably like it all, right? So, a bunch of hypocrites, Christian nation, but we're an empire, kills fucking, 1 million Iraqi people. And then you got the whole thing with Palestine going down. Because of America's fault, United Nations and cholera and Haiti and just, my God, just Honduras, coup d'etat Honduras. So I'm not in control, but I'm deeply loved by the one who is. I guess I'll say this too. This is a woman who posted it, right? So a lot of women love their God and love their Jesus so much, and it seems really psychotic. I remember going down to I don't know, a steak place or something in Elizabethtown, and this woman was just praying so hard right before her meal. It scared the shit out of me. It's kind of like, wow, that's the problem with this country is you got psychopaths who are fucking psycho and insane and believe dumb shit, and they're putting so much effort into it. So let's just think of a wife with a husband, who doesn't give a fuck about the husband, but loves herself some God so very much. So she puts all the love into God, with 1%, with a tiny bit of love, I can fucking go, I can sail. But she's going to give all the love to this imaginary fucking person. And then what? Her husband just chop liver, just chop fucking meat. Who gives a fuck about what he thinks and says? Get the fuck out of here. Some women say, in order to love me, you got to love you gotta love God, or in order to, if you want to love me, you gotta love God in order to get to me. I gotta love your insane, invisible fucking friend in the goddamn clouds for you to love me. That's what it takes for you to love me. Bitch, you ain't got no love in your fucking heart. All you give a fuck about is loving people that's just like you. And they're just loving the dumb shit that you fucking believe. That's what the fuck you're saying. And you're not loving your fucking husband. You're sitting there loving all this fucking Jesus and God bullshit. You're sitting there, all praise be to God, right? Throwing all that fucking money right at the preacher's fucking foot. Doesn't he got a dick? Ain't that a fucking man? You're gonna sit there and say that's God? That ain't no God. Clearly it's not God, right? But you're gonna be fooled by all the fucking chicanery, the fucking tomfoolery, the dancing around, the fucking oh Jesus, the fucking music, the big ass buildings. It's a goddamn show. It's a show. Everybody, how can you not see that it's a show? Like, what's the fucking point? I mean, even the Catholics, it's a goddamn show. It's boring, stupid, all based on rituals, but it's a show. It's a show. We all sit in the pews and we watch the goddamn spiritual fucking show. And they provide no service. We have all these big ass buildings, these Catholic fucking buildings, and what service do they don't provide anybody any services whatsoever. They don't even help house the homeless. You know, they're not a sanctuary for anybody, just a big fucking building taking up a lot of space and taking people's money on the fucking weekends. That's all it is. So that was fun, going a little rant about religion. Bales of hay plus a large tarp plus water hose plus rope equals redneck pool. Right? All you need is bale of hay, some tarp, and water hose and rope. What else? What else you need? Well, you ain't need nothing. That is all. Yeah, it's actually genius. Looks like a fun ass fucking thing, and it's a good temporary fucking thing to put up. It might have actually been bigger hassle than, you know, to have the. Well, I don't know. It's a tarp, so if you have a big ass enough tarp and there's no fucking leaks in it, right? Because as soon as you get a little hole in it, woo! Didn't your parents teach you not to fuck with crazy people? Huh? Didn't your parents teach you that? Well, yeah, they did, but I was never good at following directions, so. Here's a nice scenic little portrait. Was this the Grand Canyon or something? What is this? Some sort of plateau-ish of mountain, rocky valley. Here's a little comic piece here for you to get your day started. You there! You're being charged for first-degree murder via secondhand smoke and third-degree burns on the 4th day of Christmas. Okay, all right. Where's this going? Jail. Every minute you're not dead should be a minute spent enjoying the fuck out of life. Definition of stupid: knowing the truth, seeing the truth, but still believing the lies. My God, it takes fucking work. He's right. Whoever that quote was about taking work to be fucking stupid, especially in the internet generation, that means you just didn't open a page and say, you know, when people say, hey, what's the definition of social? What's this? You know, they ask some simple ass fucking question that could be easily fucking Googled. Motherfucker, you just want people to tell you throughout your fucking life how things are. Find out for yourself. That's how learning happens, when you find out for yourself. Deja vu, the feeling that you've heard this crap before. Wait a second. I got deja vu. I've heard this crap before. So, fucking Mitch McConnell. Okay, so Democratic effort to reduce interest rates on student loans falls short. So Mitch McConnell, he's like, fuck the students in Kentucky. Fuck all students. This piece of shit doesn't like any students. If you're going to fucking college, he wants to jack your fucking rates up, you know? Fuck you and your fucking rates. You don't care about unemployment, let you fucking slip down the drain, or food stamps, or education, or healthcare. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. All he cares about is the jails, filling the jails up as much as he can so he can get all that, you know, all the jailers to get the raping all going. He gets off to that stuff. So then he also loves the fucking war, right? Gaza. He's all about fucking murdering Gaza people. Just bloody fucking warfare. Murder, murder, murder. That's fucking Mitch McConnell, Mr. Murder Man himself, right? He never saw a genocide he didn't like. Iraq War, 1 million dead. Who gives a fuck, right? Just like Sarah Palin, I love Israel no matter what the fuck they do. I don't give a fuck if they fucking nuke. If Sarah Palin, would you love Israel if they nuked fucking Florida? Who would you choose, Sarah Palin? You love Florida or fucking Israel more? You know, these assholes. Look at his fucking teeth, all fucking crooked and stupid. How this stupid ass, ugly ass fucking piece of shit Alabama motherfucker get to become fucking senator for 30 fucking years of Kentucky? It's fucking bullshit. He's not fucking talented. He's not inspiring. He's not neat. He's never done a goddamn thing the last fucking 30 years. How the fuck, you know, the fact that he's winning a fucking point in this fucking race, and then people are saying he's running a flawless campaign. How the fuck is he running a flawless? He hasn't done shit. It just, I don't know. I don't understand American politics sometimes. This guy is such a Mubarak. He is such an evil fucking figure in American politics. Been there in fucking forever. He's a Republican. He represents all that is bad and evil in this fucking world. Just old, decrepit, falling apart, dishonest. You know, lies all the fucking time. Thinks he's a fucking smart, manipulating fucking. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. He want to fuck up my, Ashley Judd. He want to fuck up my Ashley Judd. Fuck you, Mitch the bitch. Ditch Mitch the bitch. Fucking 2004, right? 14, November 4th is fucking eviction day. This guy's going to get kicked out. I hope he does. I hope Allison Lundergan Grimes wins. But if she doesn't, I've been criticizing her being a fucking, she's been a plant. She's been a potted plant. She has no fucking emotions whatsoever. She's a blank slate. It's basically vote for her because she's not Mitch, and maybe she might do this thing or that thing, but really she's just like him, but not really. Just enough of a difference. Fuck Mitch. Really, that's the Mitch is the bastard that has fucked up Kentucky for so long. My gynecologist says I can't have sex for 2 weeks. Well, what did your dentist say? Ha 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 ha. Destroy negative thoughts when they first appear. That's when they're the weakest. So when Israel's like, should we genocide Gaza? No. Netanyahu, no. Just like when Obama first got in there in 2008. You know, I fucking pointed that shit. This is 2008. God damn, this happened 6 years ago. This happens like every fucking 6 years or so. This is what we do. Just kill a bunch of fucking Palestinians. It's a goddamn turkey shoot, right? Just go in and just fucking shoot a bunch of Palestinians. Who gives a shit? Fucking turkey shoot. Detachment is not that you should own nothing, but that nothing should own you. Detachment. Sometimes you got to separate yourself, not because you hate the other person or the other thing or the other entity, but because you got to find yourself. You got to get you right. And you don't want to be controlled and manipulated by anybody. So detachment is not saying an insult to you. Dave Chappelle was not insulting, America when he went to Africa. He was just saying that nothing should own him. And I respect the fuck out of him. He's allowed to, he wants to walk away from anybody can walk away from $50 million. I respect whatever fucking reason you have. $50 million, you're walking away? I respect it, man. What was it? Someone laughed at you for saying racist jokes. I would never I would be mad about it, okay? I would not want to laugh and say, ha, 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 look at that Sambo, right? Which is, I guess, what he was feeling like. When Detroit residents peacefully protested against water shutoffs in their city, they were met with a military sonic weapon called an LRAD. This is fucking significant because this is what, the governments are going to start doing. Detroit residents peacefully protested against the water shutoff. So they're shutting water all over across the fucking city. People ain't paying their bills, but people don't have money. But people got to drink water. So what are you going to do? You're going to fucking, just give free water out? That's socialism. No, this is America. And here in America, we allow our own residents to die. We don't care. We have them homeless. If they can't afford food, fuck their food stamps, fuck the lunches in the schools. Any type of free type of socialism is the Republicans are against every little bit of it. And so when they protested, they're not getting any water in Detroit. They got this big ass machine that they're fucking a sonic, sound machine that's drowning out their waves. So what they're doing is saying, you got a right to say what you want, but we got a right to drown your asses out. And they always do that type of shit. They'll free speech zones, push the free speech protesters. You go over there, you do this thing. And it's bullshit. Effective protesting doesn't go to a free speech zone. Effective protesting goes up to the face of the fucking governor with the camera and says you need to do what you said you were going to do. That's what effective fucking protester does. So, this is just showing you some tactics that the fucking police are involved in. Detroit resumes cutting off water to 150,000 residents, prompting an appeal to the United Nations for help. So, yeah, 150,000 residents fucking getting cut off. Zombie land, right? Fucking Detroit. Detroit is fucking burning. Gaza's fucking burning. America, what? Nero just do a little tap dance, look the other way, not give a shit. So Detroit, they don't have any water. I saw actually somebody from Detroit recognize their conflict, their struggles with that in Gaza. They said, hell, you all don't have water. We don't have water here either. Let's give water to the world. Why the fuck can we not say water is a human right? Water, we can't give water to our fucking Detroit residents. What are we doing with Detroit? We trying to fucking wipe it out? Is that what we're doing? We're doing a fucking shock therapy with Detroit. They fucking bankrupt, so let's just get capitalism fucking shock their economy, just like Pinochet and fucking Chile. So that means a lot of people are gonna die or fucking fall off by the wayside, but eventually you're gonna have strong capitalists emerge, and then that's gonna be what saves the country is the strong capitalist. We do not conform. We should not conform. We're Americans. We're individualistic Americans. Why is conformity a fucking virtue? It's not even, there's no way. I've never heard anybody brag about conformity being a virtue. But go to the American school system. Walk around and look at America. They all do the same shit. Be a goldfish. And fish to the right instead of to the left with the fucking school. Don't go along with the school fish. The fucking school fish is wrong. The schools have always been wrong. Going wrong with everybody else. That's fucking mob mentality. That means you don't have to think. You just follow on somebody else. Somebody else is leading all those people. What are they all following that person because they believe that person because they lost and don't know what the fuck they're doing? You're gonna follow somebody who could, fucking just walk off the edge of the cliff? Get the fuck out of here. The freedom of not really caring what others think. Do your thing. Do your thing, big boy. So you got an old couple riding a little scooter and he's riding on a fucking horsey with a fucking look like a whip. He's like whipping her. Go, go, go. It actually does look really fun. So this comes up to the hour. I don't know. I thought this was pretty fun. I'm gonna keep on doing it.